What's going on, guys? No on Slayer here, and in this episode of Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, we'll be talking about and discussing of the new LR Vegito that's coming to Dokkan on 12/14. Now, a lot of people are speculating that this can. Now, I'm just gonna throw this out. There's a lot of people that are speculating that this Vegito might not be the one that we voted, but then again, if you looked at the anime when Vegito finally appeared once again to fight Merge Zamasu, he was in base form, and he did, however, went to Vegito Blue right off the bat. So we're gonna talk about the discussion. Sad thing is, you can't bring up his art picture of the TR form, because if you look in the data files, you only see those three. But anyways, let's talk about the main unit. Oops, my mistake. Crap baskets. Hold up. There we go. Pulled it up. We'll also talk about the Super Saiyan 3 Go Tanks. Go Tanks. Very after, and plus the Dokkan Awakened version of the Strength and Agility, plus the support units. But anyways, let's talk about Super Vegito, basically LR Vegito Blue. So anyways, his leader is Super Type Key plus 2, HP attack and defense plus 30% up. So he's basically a Super Type. We kind of guessed it that he was going to be a Super Type because the physical one was a Super Type. So we kind of guessed it. His Super Attack, Big Bang Attack, raises attack and defense and causes supreme damage to enemy, which is pretty good, not bad. Passive, powerful fusion energy, attack and defense plus 40%, raises ki up to 6. The less HP remaining, the greater the ki boost. Now, this has got me curious and wondering a little bit. So it's telling you that the less the HP you get, he gets more ki per time. Now, I know that a lot of Dokkan YouTubers will discuss this, but this is my thoughts about this. Basically, if I'm thinking of what it's gonna do is he's gonna probably drop at a certain HP, like a certain bar of HP you have, and his ki would go up. I don't know what bar, I don't know how many percent you need to get this thing activated, or like how low your HP's gotta be. You just have to find out when it comes out. But this is basically what it's telling you. So basically, we'll go to the Woken. So his links just for this form is Brainiacs, Super Saiyan Warrior Race, Prepare for Battle, Power Bestowed by God, and Furious Fighter. Now, the key thing the Awaken is by gaining these Spataro medals, which cost 12 Baba points. Now, what I'm thinking this is going to be is they're going to put in, like how they did with the LR Hercule medals. They're going to put it in the Bob shop for like probably you can get 3 a day. Probably they'll give you the whole 30 pack for 12 points and you can just purchase that, or they'll just do 1 a day. I don't know, but let's hope this is a lot common than the Hourglass, the Reversio units. Now, let's get back into the status and let's move on to his Awaken UR form, his TR form, basically. You can't see the art because they haven't updated it yet. So, Super Attack, so basically it's the same thing, but I guess it's 40% now. Well, it's different if you compare it to the UR form now. This is what made me wonder if he's going to be more of a support unit. Overflowing fusion power, attack and defense plus 60%, raises ki by up to 8. Now, I don't know if this is going to change when his LR form finally gets, in the data mines of DBZ. Big shout out to DBZ.space for actually posting just these two, just the UR and not UR, the SSR and the TR form about this. Big shout out to them. You can go onto their website and look up release dates of when the new units are going to drop, and look at old units that were not basically going to be in Dokkan. You know the picture of JP and Global. Anyways, back into the video. Now this what caught me off guard is, since he gets up to 8 ki, the less HP remaining, does that mean, and this is a theory, does that mean when he turns to LR status, that will change? Now, I want to know your thoughts. Leave a comment down and throw in what your thoughts about what is going to happen. Now, for his link skills, for his TOR form, his Brainiacs is, of course, basically everything the same, but shattering the limit. Now, if we look back at Majin Vegeta, he has shattered the limit because his link set wasn't really the greatest. And it's like an understandable thing. But here's the thing. Vegito, and we all know, Vegito would always have Fierce Battle. And even though it's a common link, I don't know why they gave Vegito Shattering the Limit. Maybe they might give him also Fierce Battle as well, as an additional when he gets turned to LR. They might remove Brainiacs and Saiyan Warrior Race. They might add an additional link set to give him like probably 7. Well, 8 maybe, because Legendary Power is one of the links he's going to get. So probably 8 if you additional to Legendary Power. But this is what I don't understand about why I give him Shouting the Limit. But that's Dokkan's. That's up to Dokkan. I'm not going to complain. So that's all for now about this. But now let's get into talking about God Tanks, physical God Tanks, that is, plus the finally awoken agility dab tanks and strength go tanks, plus Kaba and Hip. We all know about that. Anyways, now for those of you like newer Dokkan players that don't know what these guys do, I'll give you a helpful tip about this. So we got here Special Transformation Super Saiyan 3 Go Tanks. Basically, we call them God Tanks for short. So Super Fizz type Ki plus 2, HP attack and defense 100%, Extreme Physical type HP attack and defense 40%. So he's basically, well, I won't say he is the better version of the tech. It's just they just took the card and just remastered a little bit. But he is still a good unit to run. And I'll prefer if you have a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and you have a decent fusion team, try to pull him if you want. And try to, put him on your fusion team to replace the tech God Tanks. He does a lot more probably a lot more better than the God Tanks. I won't deny God Tanks Tech one was the best, and he still always be the best in our hearts. It's just this one, it just takes the spot of that team. Anyways, now we have here Super Attack, Life Risking Blow, causes immense damage to enemy and raise attack for 1 turn. That's basically giving off the buff is really useful because you basically are raising your attack of all your units just for that 1 turn, a good enough buff to actually do more damage. Now we got passive. 5 minutes of Fury, attack of plus 100%, plus an additional attack plus 40%, and defense minus 20% for 5 turns from the start of the turn. So from a top, his passive would grow to like 120 spin attack, but this is basically just for his Dokkan form. We're going step by step, guys, so bear with me. Now, basically, he loses his defense by 20%, probably when he gets Dokkan Awakens, of course, it's probably going to be 40, but just for now, he sacrifices 20%, but he gains an additional 40. Basically, he'll do more damage if you put him on a double Fizz God Tanks lead. Double Fizz God Tanks lead, he'll basically be hitting a lot harder. His links are the Innocence, Super Saiyan, Budding Warriors, don't know what that link is. Probably it's translated to something else. Probably it's a different name on the Dokkan. Owen Flash, Fuse Fighters, and Limit Breaking Form, basically for all the Super Saiyan 3s. But this is pretty much the basics you should know about just this unit. Just his basically his UR form. Now we'll talk about his TOR form. Basically, the best one, his evolved form. Now, this one is the same thing, but gives fist types 3 ki and 120% up, while extreme types still gets the 1 ki but a 50% up. Now, same thing for his super attack. Now we move on to here. So I was a little bit right about the. I was technically a little bit right about the attack being a little bit higher, and the defense being a little bit higher, but that's besides the point. So we got 120% attack plus an additional 60% attack, and defense minus 30%. Now you basically gain 180% attack right there, plus the 120 from the lead itself. He's basically hitting really hard, and like legitimately a lot harder than you expect. So it's pretty much a decent. It's not decent. It's pretty damn good. It's pretty good. Now he basically gets the exact same links, but he does get the fuse battle, which is always the best common link for all cards that deserve it. Reaper cards have their own the Reaper cards keep their shouting limit because a lot of units that does not have like good link sets get the shouting limit for a good reason. I'm just gonna throw that out. Just a good reason they're gonna get that link. So, moving on to the agility Super Saiyan Gotenks that the adaptings awakened to him. We got all types plus ki 3 and HP attack and defense plus 30%. Not the best. Galactic Donut causes supreme damage to enemy and lowers defense. Mainly agility. If you don't have like one of the top tier cards to put in a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta lead, as in the team basically, you can draw him in there, lowers defense, and you can basically deal much more damage. Now, 15% attack plus 15% per ki spear or routine. Basically, he's a nuker. Not surprised there because he was a nuker on Dokkan forms, so we're not surprised there. But it's still good. It's still good if you need it. Now he's got the Innocence, Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Fire, and Supreme Power. A pretty good link set for a Dokkan Awaken, but we're gonna check out his Strength one and see what's the difference between that. Now we got Victory. Okay, Victory at hand got Gotenks STR. So ki plus 3, HP attack, not HP, attack and defense plus 30% when HP is 30% or above. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything about that. I'll let you guys decide about that. Super attack, Kamehameha, causes supreme damage to enemies and raises allies' attack by 20% for one turn. That's a decent buff. That is a decent buff right there. I won't lie, that's a good buff. Now we got Resorting Laugh. I can't spell that right, so don't hate in the comments. Attack plus 77% at start of turn, plus an additional attack 23% at the first attacker in a turn. Now, he's basically hitting for like a good total of like around 80%. But you have to put him in as the first attacker, which kind of is a letdown on that. He's basically got the same mechanics as the Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku, but a lot different. Like, the way it's similar is Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku, the attack one, basically. He has to be the third card to attack. He gets the ki boost and the attack boost. This one is similar to it. He has to be the first attacker to get the additional 23%. So you can see the difference and the resemblance of it. So his link skills are the Innocence, Saiyan Warrior Race, the Saiyan Lineages, Saiyan Lineage. There you go. If I got that nailed. Kamehameha, Shocking Speed, Fierce Battle, and Fierce Fighter. Common links if for units that have the Kamehameha. It's basically common for a lot of units. So moving on to the two brand new support units that's coming to Dokkan. We got the Super Saiyan Kaba, which is basically build for, helping your Super Saiyan 4 Gokus. Now, Super SCR type key plus 3 HP attack and defense up to 50%. Pretty well decent card if you don't have like Super Saiyan 4 Goku. He still works. He's basically like an Omega, like a mini Omega, just like 20%, like legitimately just 20% down, but still decent. Vegeta's techniques: Super type cut key plus 3, Super SCR type attack and defense plus 40% in additional. Basically, if you have a unit. Now, besides when Vegeta Blue drops to global, because I bet there's like a lot of units that you can replace for Vegeta Blue on your team, but if you have a specific unit that you want to place for this Kaba, go for it. You can basically make your Goku hit a lot harder. So, he's got basically the user links that the tech one is, except for this one. I never seen this one. And I never understand this because I just like don't bother with this type of links. This is like one key link, but he basically got almost the same link set as the tech one. So it's basically the best support unit you can ever find. Now we got Glowing Thoughts Battle Hit, basically for Janimber's team. Now, we all know that Janimber's team, like the Extreme STR team, never had like that much of viable units. Alongside, if you have Broly, if you have Perfect Cell, and LR Frieza, they're basically valuable. But what can you add in addition to it? Like, there was a lot of units, not like a lot of Extreme, but there's a lot of like STR Extreme, basically. There isn't like a lot of those type of units that can fit well in the team. So you can basically place like one unit for him. He basically takes a cake of any of those units. Now, don't get me wrong, there is probably better units that can do if you want as a hard hitters, but bringing a support is always the best thing because you never know what you're going to come across, and support units are always useful. You guys, all of us veteran Dokkan players know that fact, and we know support units are always viable. Even though they don't have a good link set, they're still good because of the passive. Because the passive makes up the bad link sets, and probably if they have a good super, it helps that too. But better off bringing this unit into your team if you get a chance to pull him. So basically, he's the opposite of Kappa, but instead he has a rare chance to stun, which is also a good thing to use in case of dire situation. You just gotta open the RGN luck right there. So he's got Supreme Warrior, he's got Experienced Fighter, Code Judgment, Inner Fighter, Shock and Speed, and Warriors of Universe 6. So he's possibly gonna link up with some units if you have at least one of these links. But overall, he's just there to support your unit. So be advised, he's good for supporting. Just if you have all those hits you pulled from other banners, go ahead, feed it to him. Give his SA10. It's better than nothing because what are you gonna do with all those hits? I mean, Edmund got a Dokkan Awaken or Rebirth, and you already max him out, and you still have a few hits left. Feed him into this one. It won't. No one's gonna stop you in that one. While now here's a good count. Kappa has a form of super. Now remember, the tech one gets awakened to the tech Super Saiyan one. So make sure if you see the Universe 6 event coming back, make sure to farm those. If you want to go into that tedious hell and try to get this man to SA10 by using the tech ones, the Super Saiyan Kaba tech. I'm hoping these guys still have like a bunch of those from the event when it first came out or when it came back, but just give me a heads up. He has a farmer super, so that's a good thing about this. You don't need to put Eldokais into him if you want to, but if you decide to do the farm, go for it. Oh, anyways, that's all for now. There'll be another video coming soon for an update of Vegito. If not, then I'll try doing another video of a Dokkan event. For now, I just haven't been a hard time making the video because of audio issues. I'll still get that fixed soon, but bear with me, guys. I'm trying my best to make these videos as fun as possible, and I'm also trying to help you guys support if you need any help. I'll pop in some team buildings along the way, probably showing you my box, showing you what I have, you know, the usual stuff. So, no one stays signing out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed it. Smash the like button. If you're new, subscribe. Let's make the channel go beyond its limitations. Let's get to 100 subs just probably by the end of this month, probably next month. And let's see if we can get 100 likes. If not, then it doesn't matter. I'll just draw in more videos for you guys just for entertainment. See you guys. Peace. If I can close this.